Hey, I'm Jeb, and what I do is simple. I help business owners stop wasting time chasing unqualified prospects by selling them verified, ready to contact leads that actually turn into customers. And if you ever run a business, you already know this. Without consistent high quality leads, nothing else moves, and you don't get any calls, you don't get any growth. Your sales slow down, your operations get shaky, and you start relying on hope instead of a predictable pipeline. But what if, instead of scrambling to find leads, could you outsource this entire thing? What if someone else did the research, verified every email, checked every signal, and handed you prospects who are already looking for the exact service you provide? Well, that's literally how I built a system that earns me over $5,000 a day, selling pre qualified leads to business owners who just want buyers, not headaches. All right. And today I'm pulling back the curtain and showing you the exact 5 step system behind it. The same system you can copy whether you want to sell leads as I do, or you just want to use this to grow your own business. Here's what we're breaking down today. How I pick the perfect niche. This alone can make or break your entire business. How I find leads who are already showing signs they want to buy. How do I verify and vet them before selling? How I package and price leads so business owners happily pay premium rates, and the system I use to automate the whole operation. And listen, if you rather skip all the work and just buy ready to go pre qualified leads, I offer that too. Stick around until the end and I'll show you how to get started. Now, before anything else, none of this works unless you're aiming at the right people. You can only sell high value leads if you know exactly who those leads are for. Let's start at the beginning. All right, perfect. Niche down and identify your ideal buyers is our first point today. All right, you truly cannot do all things to all people. When I first started, I made that mistake trying to generate leads for any business owner. But here's the truth: the smaller the niche, the easier it is to sell the leads. Once I understood that, everything clicked. I help business owners by doing the hard work of finding people who are already looking for their services or products. But to do that effectively, I need to get hyper specific about who I was targeting and why that niche was worth serving. Here's exactly how I approached it. Step one, pick a high ticket service based industry or a high product, high lifetime value, high ticket value product. You want industries where one customer is worth a lot of money, so your leads become extremely valuable. For example, I looked at service based businesses in the US because they rely heavily on continuous client flow. They don't have the time to do their own lead generation. Every missed lead is lost revenue. They're willing to pay top dollar for qualified prospects. This ensures you're not selling cheap leads, you're selling high value revenue producing opportunities. Step two, narrow it down even further. Instead of going broad like home services, I went laser focused. A real example for my system is I chose residential roofing contractors in Florida. Why this niche is powerful. After storms or hurricanes, roofers get slammed with insurance jobs. They desperately need more clients to keep crews working. Their profit margins are insanely high, and this is the key: they have the budget and urgency to buy leads immediately. This is how you find a niche where leads practically sell themselves. Step three, research their exact pain points. This is where most people stop, but this is where the real money is at. All right. I ask myself, what kind of customer are they actually craving? What makes someone a qualified roofing lead? In this case, it's a homeowner with visible roof damage located in a specific affected area, and ideally someone with a valid insurance claim. That right there is your money lead. The one businesses will pay premium prices for, because these are not random people and these people are ready to go, ready to buy. Once you know the exact problem, the exact buyer, and the exact person you're trying to find, your entire lead generation system becomes 10x more predictable. Now that your niche is locked in and you know exactly who your buyer is, it's time to go find the people who are raising their hand and showing buying intent. This is where things get really fun. All right. The lead generation engine, which is finding buying signals. This right here is the heartbeat of the entire business here. Most people trying to sell leads make the same mistake. They scrape cold lists, blast emails, and then wonder why no one buys their leads. But that's not what we do. I don't touch cold lists. I don't chase random people who might not even have the problem. I only target people who are already demonstrating buying intent, people taking actions that show they're ready to get help. So sticking with our roofer example, here's how the whole engine works. All right. Step one, use digital tools to detect buying signals. Think of buying signals as little digital breadcrumbs people leave when they're actively looking for a solution. For roofers in Florida, these signals look like someone Googling roof repair after storm in Sarasota, FL. Someone searching how to file a roof insurance claim. Someone is watching videos on how to tell if my roof is damaged after a hurricane. Someone is clicking on articles about emergency repairs. These aren't passive people. These are homeowners who woke up, saw damage, and are searching for answers right now. And here's where the magic happens. Tools like Google Keyword Planner, Meta Ads Library, SEMrush, and even simple trend tools can show you exactly where these spikes happen and what people are searching for. You're not guessing, you're following real-time demand and data and trends. This is very important as well. See if I skipped anything here. No. All right, perfect. Step two, set up a simple landing page with an irresistible value offer. Once I know what homeowners are searching for, I create something that solves their immediate pain, and that makes them want to give me their information. Something like the Florida Homeowner's Guide to Getting Your Roof Fully Covered by Insurance, even if you've never filed a claim before. This isn't a generic ebook, it's a solution to the exact problem they're researching. On the landing page, I keep it extremely simple with a headline, short explanation of the guide, a promise that it's free, a quick form asking for name, address, phone number, email. I get their address so the roofer knows if their service area matches that, and then it depends on which roofer is eligible for that lead, because it has to be within their service area. And that's why they give all that info. They're scared of getting ripped off by insurance, they're stressed, and they want answers now. You're not forcing anything here, you're just helping them. That's why these leads convert so well. Step three, run hyper-targeted ads in the exact locations where demand is highest. Now that you have the offer and the landing page, it's time to bring people in. I run very targeted ads on Facebook and Google to homeowners only in specific Florida zip codes. Those were recently hit by storms, like areas that were recently hit by storms. I checked, different sites for that, and who match certain interests like homeownership, insurance, renovation, etc., etc. And here's the beauty of all of this: if someone clicks that ad, it's because they already have a problem. They're looking for a solution, and the moment they fill out the form to access the free guide, boom, that becomes a hot, motivated, pre-qualified lead that we can give to our clients. You didn't chase them, you didn't pull a cold list. They came to you because they genuinely needed the help. That's what makes these leads incredibly valuable and easy to sell. So now you've got a growing list of names, numbers, and addresses, but here's the thing: a list itself isn't a product. Businesses don't pay top dollar for names, they pay for qualified, vetted, real opportunities. And that's what brings us to the next step, which is the vetting process from lead to pre-qualified sale. This step is the difference between earning $100 a day and earning $5,000 a day. This is what transforms your leads into something business owners will happily buy over and over again. It's also why my clients stick, why they trust me, and why I can charge premium prices. I do the part that nobody else wants to do, which is the vetting. Let's break it down. Why does vetting matter? Think of it like this: anyone can send a roofer 50 unfiltered leads, but if the roofer calls them and half aren't even interested or don't even know why they're being contacted, then your leads are worthless. What business owners truly want is efficiency. They want leads they can call and immediately start a real conversation with. So instead of handing them a raw list, I refine every single lead through a simple but powerful qualification step. Step one, a quick verification touchpoint. We reach out via phone, automate SMS, or pre-record voice drop to confirm their situation and verify genuine market interest. This adds thousands of dollars of value to the process and the leads themselves. All right. Step two, ask 2 to 3 laser focused qualifying questions. We ask 2 to 3 questions based on what the business owner needs to know. Things like, for a roof, for example, the qualification script sounds like, hey, name, just making sure insurance guide is right for you. Has a roofing contractor already assessed the damage? And then the next question is, and do you have an active homeowner's insurance policy? Perfect. All right. And then step 3, confirmed equals pre-qualified lead. All right. Once they pass, you have a real person. You have a real person with home, a real person with real damage insurance, and someone who requested help and hasn't chosen a contractor yet. All right. This is perfect. This is a hot opportunity that sells for premium prices. This is where the value is created. This is what business owners actually want to pay for. And because so few people do the vetting step properly, your leads stand out immediately in this market. Now you got something truly valuable here. Not just a name, not just a phone number, but a fully vetted, ready to contact opportunity. So the next question is, how do you package and sell this? What pricing model works? How do you structure it so business owners see your offer as a no-brainer? Let's talk about that next. Point four, packaging and pricing your leads. All right. The one thing you learn quickly in the lead selling world is that the way you present your offer matters almost as much as the quality of the leads themselves. Some business owners want to test the waters first, some prefer consistency, and others want the biggest package possible because their crews are ready and waiting for the work. To maximize revenue and make your offer flexible for any buyer, I created different packaging options. So let's go through them. All right. Option A, the single lead, premium high ticket, tested first option, perfect for business owners who want to start small. A single pre-qualified roofing lead can be worth $150 to $300, as one converted job could bring in 10 to 25K in revenue. Think about that ROI. Pay $200 for a lead, land a 15K insurance job, spend maybe $4,000 in labor. All right, the second option here is the weekly package. All right, predictable recurring revenue for everyone. This is where serious money comes in. For example, 5 pre-qualified leads per week, billed monthly with guaranteed delivery and on-demand support. This offers predictable recurring revenue for me and a steady flow of leads for them, turning the business into a stable, scalable option. All right. And this is a bonus insight right here. Buying on weekly packages tend to stay for months or years, so as long as the lead quality remains high. Consistency is addictive in business. So now you got the product, you've packaged it, you priced it, but none of that matters unless you can actually sell it. The final piece of the puzzle is having a simple, repeatable, and friendly sales process that gets business owners to say yes without feeling pressured. That brings us to point number 5, the simple sales script that closes deals. Sometimes I add systems, sometimes I add sales stuff. So it just depends on the video, right? We try to change it up here. Sometimes it's a sales process, sometimes it's a outreach automation. It's just useful information for you to keep in your mind when you're following through these videos and implementing these processes. All right. When it comes to selling leads, simple always beats complicated. I keep my sales calls short, no more than 10 to 15 minutes. Business owners don't want to sit through a long call. They want clarity, proof, and a yes or no decision. So here's the exact script I use for a roof, for example. The opener, this is the exact script for roofers, by the way. The opener, we respect their time here. Hey, roofer's name, it's Jem. I specialize in generating pre-qualified leads for roofers here in Florida. I know you're super busy after the last storm, so I'll keep this quick. And then we add the proof. We're showing that we want to show that you're bringing value here. Okay. Just this week, I have a homeowner in a specific city who needs a full roof replacement, has already filed an insurance claim, and is actively looking for quotes. I've confirmed everything directly with them. All right, this is pretty good. And then the offer, we make the decision easy here for them. I can send you their contact info today. I sell these leads individually for $250, or I have a weekly subscription if you want a steady flow. Which one makes more sense for you right now? All right. And most importantly, it positions you as a partner, not a salesperson. All right. This stuff works because it's clear, it's simple, it removes pressure, and it gives them 2 easy options instead of an overwhelming menu. Like that's why we tell them, right? The contact info, the 250 or late, and then we have the two price models here. All right. This is very important. That's why this script also consistently closes deals, and I've closed so many deals with this simple structure. You don't need something super fancy, something crazy. You just gotta give them a couple options and then keep it simple and offer value, show them the process, relevant to their niche. All right. Let's wrap this up. Let's wrap everything up so you have the full roadmap in front of you. All right. Here's the 5-step system we just covered. Niche down, choose a specific buyer with high value needs. Build a lead engine, which is our second point today. Target people showing real buying signals. Number 3, vet your leads, confirm intent, and turn them into premium opportunities. Number 4, package and price your leads. Create irresistible offers for business owners. Number 5, use a simple sales script. Close clients easily without pressure. Now, let me expand a bit on why this system works so well. When you niche down, you stop blending in with generic lead sellers. When you use buying signals, you're collecting people who already want help. When you vet your leads, you remove all the risk for the business owner. When you package your leads properly, you create predictable income for yourself. And when you use a simple sales script, you convert more calls in less time. That's how I built a business that generates over $5,000 a day because every step supports the next and every piece works together. Now, if you're a business owner watching this and you're tired of chasing leads, tired of inconsistent pipelines, tired of the guesswork, let me help you. I sell verified, pre-qualified leads, ready to contact leads to a limited number of clients every month. These are the same types of leads I've shown you. I've shown you how to build vetted, motivated, and high intent leads. All right. If you want a predictable flow of customers without doing any of the heavy lifting yourself, book a call with me using the links in the description. Let's scale your business the easy way. And hey, if you found this video valuable, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video. I share practical strategies like this every week, and I want you to be ahead of the game, not playing catch up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.